And for more on this, we're now joined by Mokgadi Matli from Gateway Airport Authority Limited, and she is the CEO, and she joins us now via our video link. Mokgadi, thank you so much for your time this evening here on SABC News. I mean, we understand that the air show kicked off officially today in Polokwane. Tell us more about it.
Good evening, Bali. Yes, you are right. Our air show started this afternoon, where we started with the career exhibition for our learners. We invited 1,000 learners from different districts of Limpopo. And the main idea was just to give them the opportunity and to expose them to different careers in aviation. We had a number of exhibitors that are in the aviation industry that came and engaged with the learners just to give them the different options, the different organizations that you go to. And we also had the aviation regulator that also came from a regulatory point of view to educate the learners. So the day was filled with loads of information, but we also had a couple of turns and performances of aircraft at the airport this afternoon.
And when it comes to those enthusiasts who attended the air show, the first day of the air show, what would you say was their reception to what they saw today?
You know, it was quite an excitement for people in Limpopo. And the excitement comes from the fact that the last time we had an air show was in 2017. So, you know, normally people would have to leave the province to go to other provinces to attend this kind of event. So the fact that this time it was brought to their doorsteps was quite a positive for them, and they were quite excited. You could actually feel, despite the weather, the warmth and the excitement that came from their hearts.
And, you know, earlier on you spoke about a career expo and, you know, a number of school pupils could come and see this air show in Polokwane. Perhaps maybe if you can just tell us, I mean, those who attended this career expo, would you say that they were intrigued by the aviation sector and what it has to offer?
Yes, they definitely were. And the reason I'm saying that is because a lot of our learners, when you talk to them about careers in aviation, all of them say they want to be pilots. And I think for the first time, most of them were then exposed to different careers that are in the aviation space. And you could see on their faces that, you know, when you tell them that you can be a doctor, but be a doctor in aviation, it was quite a shock for them. Some of them have had interest in being firemen, but then you say to them, you can be a fireman at an airport. So you could also see some of the learners that are interested in technical skills, engaging more the mechanical side and the technical side of aviation. So you know, sometimes you don't even listen to conversations, you just see the look on their faces that they are really intrigued.
And when it comes to you engaging with these young people and, you know, telling them more about the career options available to them, what would you say stood out for them and most of these learners were leaning more towards?
We still had a lot of them leaning towards being pilots, but the trigger was more seeing the pilots that are females and the pilots that are from Limpopo. So I saw a lot of excitement on the female faces when they realized that, you know, one of the pilots was from South African Police Services, and some of them were from private airlines. So there were still quite a number of them that want to be pilots. But one of the ones that was a big trigger was the issue related to air traffic control. So the joke that we made was that you still have a lot of traffic in the air, and the same way that you have a traffic controller at the robot, even in the air, there's actually traffic controlling. So that was one of the exciting things that I saw them, you know, their faces lighting up when we were talking to them about that.
And Mokgadi, you know, when it comes to, I understand tomorrow is indeed the last day, you know, just reaching out through those people living in Limpopo, why should they attend this air show tomorrow?
You know, one of the reasons why, as the airport, we're having this air show is to educate the people of our province that, you know, aviation and flying forms part of public transport. And I think we come from a history where we think flying is for a certain class or certain group of people. And we just want to say to them, come closer, come see what's happening at the airport. And when you choose your public transport, this is an option. But in terms of tomorrow, there's going to be a lot of aircraft that will be performing. There'll be pilots that will be showing off their skills. There will be, I think the biggest one for me would be the Gripen. If you go to an air show and there's no Gripen from the South African Air Force, then you haven't been to an air show. So there's going to be an opportunity to just come closer to an aircraft. Some people have never had that opportunity, just to touch it, feel it, go inside. But besides the aviation side, it's a family day where we will have food stalls from your pap to your burger to your chips to your ice cream, and people need to just come and let their hair down, relax and enjoy the day. It's an opportunity to socialize. We will have stalls where people of Polokwane will also be showcasing their businesses. So this is an opportunity as well to understand the economic groupings in the province and where to get what services. So it's going to be a fun-filled day.
All right, Mokgadi, thank you so much for your time. And of course, you've heard it there from directly from Mokgadi saying that, of course, make your way, if you are living in Limpopo, definitely make your way to that air show that is in its second day and the final day tomorrow in Limpopo. That's Mokgadi Matli. She's the CEO of Gateway Airport Authority Limited.